Hi, I'm Greg from RV Haulers. Well, there's another truck available on the market here in Western Canada. One that I've been taking a look at today very carefully. Been taking it for some test drives and some careful look-sees. I wanted to show it to you today. This is a 2009 Volvo 630, so it's the lower sleeper that a lot of people are looking for. It's got the ishift transmission and the D16 engine in it, and it's actually a very, very nice clean truck. I'll give you a walkabout here and we'll go for a test drive. The first thing you're going to notice here is that it's a black truck. It's got lots of silver accents on it, and looking really carefully at the paint. Now it's dirty. As you can see, we've got some snow on the roads here. It's hard to keep these guys clean, but the steer tires are in very good condition. They don't need to be changed out. We've got some nice chrome accents that have been put on, as well as some LED lights. And all the decals are going to be removed, but if you look, we've got some really sharp chrome accents around the top, around the edges. Certainly those mirrors look really sharp like that, and even some chrome accents down around the wheel wells. Looking at the front of the truck, we are seeing a few things that we are used to seeing on these trucks. If you look around really carefully, there's a little bit of that's just plastic, that trim, and that'll be need to be replaced. But looking at the headlights, we don't see a lot of fogging. They're nice and clear, so those are going to work for us. And again, we've got Alcoa rims. And looking up, you'll see that this is a 630. Let's take a look at the back of the truck. Now the rear wheels, these are burned off. So you see that the rubber is gone. It's going to need new tires, and that'll be part of any build that we do, taking care of that. Also looking here on the frame, the frame is in quite good shape. A little bit of surface rust, but this could almost be one that wouldn't need an undercoating treatment. Now what you're going to notice at the back of the sleeper here is this does have an auxiliary power unit. So we've got dual stacks, and also note that it's got the raised air dam up on top. So it is a 630 height, but it's been outfitted with the optional and removable air dam up top. So when that section right there, when that comes off, this becomes an 11 and 4-inch height truck. So really the top of the sleeper is right there along that line. Let's take a little closer look at the engine, and we'll take a closer look at the inside. So stepping up into the cab, there's some things that I like to see right away. First of all, the driver has upgraded the seats to a nice seat. And if you look on the floor, you're going to see the thing we look for all the time. So the owner has just come right out of the truck here. This is the way that he drives. And yes, he changes his shoes. So when you look inside this truck, and look at the floor, this truck is immaculate. So non-smoking interior, it's got the blue interior. There is the auxiliary power unit controls for the back. So this is not a workstation configuration. This is just a lower bed. And there's no upper bunk in a 630. So for cabinets, you've got the TV cabinet up there, hooked up to the APU, the clothes closet and the lower cabinet, and then here behind the driver's seat, upper cabinet and lower cabinet. So the passenger seat is different than the driver's seat. That is the stock top of the line Volvo seat. I've actually got a matching seat to that in stock right now. Close the door. So I'll be able to match that seat exactly. Looking up, this is the kind of, there's little cubbies in a Volvo 630. They don't have the big storage like we're used to seeing in the 670 or 730s or 780s. And again, something that's really attractive about this truck, look at the dash. Again, it's just indicative of what this driver has been like. Not a whole bunch of stuff all screwed or to the dash or scratched. Even the steering wheel, very, very clean. Some other things that are nice to see. Little hints here. All right, let's start up the truck. So this is a nice low mileage truck. We're looking at 800,000 kilometers. I've gone through all of the diagnostic messages on this truck and there isn't a single fault on it. And you'll recognize here by my right hip, it's the ishift. So we do have a single rear locking axle as well as the inner axle lock. But I've taken it for a drive and it drives and shifts very, very nice. Taking a look at the truck under the hood, I've done some crawling around underneath and it is really dry. We don't have leaks on the truck. Even looking at things like under the steering, oil pan. And if you're ever looking for leaks on a truck, of course any leak, any dripping that's coming off of the truck, especially over time, is going to coat the rear frame. So let's take a look. If you look at cross members on the rear frame, the tanks, and underneath here, you will see that things will be just absolutely coated with oil. And this one is completely dry. So there's our DPF here on the passenger side, and if you look in this jockey box, what's nice to see with this APU is it's got its own separate air conditioning and heater unit. So this is gonna, if you're the kind of couple or the family that want to travel and use this as an air conditioner while going on some day trips, it's gonna work well for you. Now that auxiliary power unit is over here on the driver's side. So I've opened up the fairing on the driver's side, and there's the little Cummins engine tucked in there just in front of the fuel tanks. We've got, it looks like 100-gallon tanks on this truck. I would point out that it's only got 3 batteries. That's something I would definitely fix for this truck. I think everyone, even if it's heading to the United States, should have 4. And there's the driver's side of the engine. Taking the truck out on the highway, it drives really nice on the highway. Very straight, very tight, no vibrations or movement. Brakes well. see that dime back there? I just turned on a dime. Okay, that's really bad. There's our engine brake coming on. Sorry, I've got lots of protruding manholes on this road. I love taking trucks for test drives when there's nothing to report. This truck drives still like a nice young pup here. It lots of life left in it. So this truck is becoming available in the next couple days for purchase. If you're interested, let me know. I'll be providing on my website an estimate of what it'll cost to single this as well. Thanks, it's been Greg from RV Haulers. If you're interested in more information, take a look at our website, www.RVHaulers.ca.